Sometimes in life you just have to do what you feel. And this is exactly what I did back in 2018 when I decided to quit my job for good and go to Dominican Republic for a month. How did I do that and why? I know it's super sunny and bright and that's not the ideal light for videos, but I love the sunshine so much that I decided to share with you. So I know the quality of the video probably is not the best, but hey, enjoy the sunshine and enjoy the story, I hope. Um, it all started in 2018, so the same year, when in January I traveled with my sister to Dominican Republic just for a holiday, and I completely fell in love with the place. I call it paradise on earth. Everything is so beautiful and tropical and hot, and the culture is amazing, and the people are so smiley and happy. The vibe is so good in the Dominican Republic. But one thing really left me upset, which is the poverty. Poverty of the country. It's really bad. Some people live in really poor conditions. And going back to my life in London, I felt something had shifted inside me. Um, I felt the routine of going to work every single day, repeating the same, good lifestyle, comfortable home. The safety of the bubble wasn't giving me any new inputs. And I had this brilliant idea to quit my job and go to Dominican Republic for a month doing charity, so helping other people. I felt deep in my heart that calling for doing something valuable and useful for other people. Something that I wasn't feeling anymore, living my day-to-day routine here in London. Therefore I told my sister, she's my partner in crime, let's quit our jobs, let's go to the Dominican Republic and do something meaningful. So for 3 months, from January until the end of April, we worked on fundraising. So we decided that we were going to fundraise and also obviously sponsor our project. We called it Lead, Love, Laugh Dominicana. We started talking about it with our friends and family. We also organized an event. We started a crowdfunding online, and soon those little money began to grow, and we started to achieve a decent number of savings for our project. We were more and more excited until the final day of our work arrived. We left our jobs, the security of our own bubble, to travel to Dominican Republic, and that has been a life-changing experience. So what we did during the preparation months, we had been in contact with a lady in Dominican Republic who was already doing charity for poor communities. We linked up with her because what we really wanted was, we didn't just want to hand our savings to a charity company and just say, okay, we got this money, please invest it in whatever you feel. I really feel we wanted to be the ones bringing what we achieved directly to the people rather than just give it to a company and let them do the rest. Therefore, this kind lady called Heidi, she helped us organizing collections. We had roughly 50 or 60 kilos of school supplies, and she helped us to organize it throughout 3 different schools that were in very, very poor conditions. So when we decided to travel to Dominican Republic, really felt we didn't want to just hand what we had collected and achieved in terms of money to the first charity company, but we really wanted to be at the center of operations. We wanted to be the one doing it. Therefore, this kind lady, ID, helped us to organize the donations divided in 3 schools, so with about 300 children in total. Normally, one school had about 1 teacher for 3 classrooms, so imagine 1 teacher only for 3 classrooms. Situation was unmanageable. Many kids didn't even have shoes, or they didn't have shoes. Imagine if they had materials to study. That was very, very painful to see some kids didn't have the money for the uniform. Some weren't even well groomed because they didn't have really nobody to look after them. It was really, really strong, because I've always seen this kind of scenes on the TV, on documentaries, but I had never seen it myself in person, and that really, it was really powerful. So when we started to travel to the first school, the warmth we received when we were welcomed, it was incredible. And then once we delivered, we did a bag with, you know, donations and notebooks and sports materials, and the kids were so grateful and happy to just, with only one notebook and a pencil, and you know, the gratefulness they expressed. There are no words to describe how we felt. It's really happy. So after the schools, we also dedicated some time to some poor communities living in mountains or places with no electricity, no water. We helped them with some basic groceries. I wish we could have done more, but unfortunately the time wasn't enough to allow us to save big quantities of money. But we will certainly do something like that again in the future, ideally, where we can even help people build proper homes, invest more in education. We also shared some time with them, you know, they told us their story. There are more details in the documentary that I did, and I'm going to share with you in the description, so you can find images, and the story more in detail is there. So today I'm not really going to share about all the details about what we did, because you can see in the documentary I will share with you. But the point behind that is, when you get to a point in life where you feel you are going nowhere, that your life is stuck in a cycle, repeating the same things over and over, and you feel comfortable but tired, you know something else is out there waiting for you, experiences, feelings, emotions, something different, out of your routine, out of your comfort zone. If you stop challenging yourself, there's no more growth. We always have, what is the point of going to my work every single day? I'm super comfortable, I'm getting a decent amount of money, I'm comfortable in my flat, but I'm missing out of life. Life is going on out there, but I'm missing out. The negative or the positive, something is happening and I'm not there to live it. That's why I felt in my heart, I'm not growing anymore in this company. Okay, I'm just repeating the same cycle each day. I need something meaningful in my life. And then I was right, because at the end of this experience, what my sister and I, and actually our friend, because also a friend of us decided to join us, she did the same. She quit her job and she came with us, so it was 3 of us. So the experiences and the baggage of experiences and emotions we brought with us on our return, there are no words to describe it. It was an incredible set of experiences and stories that we could share. So I've never been a person who is really materialistic. I don't care about things, never really cared about clothes or items, material things, but I'm more for experiences, people, time. And this experience really helped me to push even more towards that direction. When I observed and seen people who could be happy with nothing, I realized there must be something wrong in the world we live in. In the Western world, we have everything, yet we are the most unhappy, depressed, anxious people in the world. Why is that? If technically we have everything you need to be happy, a good job, a good house, a family, safety, financial security, then why so that we are so unhappy? And then on the other hand, in poor countries, they don't have anything, yet they don't complain, they smile, they're happy. and they try to enjoy life, even just dancing with each other on the street. It's little things, but they're happy. And I never once heard anybody complaining about their condition. But back here, everybody's complaining. You know, complaining is something toxic. Everybody's always saying something negative about themselves, their situations, and that obviously triggers and brings even more negativities, because the truth is we can't be happy with what we already have. How can we be happy? How can we receive other positive things if we don't appreciate what we already have, right? So something that I heard a lot in Dominican Republic was people saying constantly, gracias a Dios estamos bien. Thanks God we're good. Okay, they are grateful, and that is key. Maybe you don't have nothing, but you're grateful because you had your food, because you're healthy. Isn't it enough to be grateful for? Do you necessarily have to have the mansion and the Ferrari and I don't know, a big closet full of clothes, the perfect relationship to be happy? No, you don't. You can be happy with a few things you have, and then eventually the rest will come because you are appreciating what you already have. So the Dominican Republic really taught me many lessons, and I still value them every day. And I still love when I go back to share wisdom and speak with people, because they have so much to share and teach. And we should really learn a lot from poor countries in general and the way they live life. So money doesn't make happiness. Money is super important. Money is energy, it's power, and it's good to have it. But it doesn't mean that it will automatically be our happiness. You can be absolutely happy without a penny in your pocket. So the main message I want to share with this is, if you feel in your heart that you crave an experience different from what you do in your daily routine, and your heart is somehow telling you to do it, but your mind is stopping you from doing it, just do it. Just take the first step. And it could be in so many different things. It could be a charity project, just like I did. It could be some traveling for some time, or it could be you don't have to necessarily leave your community, but just do something different where you live. Something that involves adding value to other people and helping others is certainly one of the most loved things from the universe. And in return, you really get abundance and positive things into your life. Especially when you feel you crave experiences like that, don't let anyone influence you or scare you. Don't be scared of the unknown. Don't be scared of stepping out of your cocoon. So the people who will try to stop us the most are the ones we love the most. Friends, family, who will hear things like, are you crazy? Are you leaving your job to go to do this thing? You must be crazy. You must have lost your mind. I heard it myself. But yet that didn't stop me. I felt a calling. I had to do it. And nothing could stop me. Just the only very few people told me, wow, what you're doing is actually impressive. Well done, congratulations. But from a big number of people, especially the closest to my heart, all I heard was not so positive encouragement, and it was seen like something insane for me to lose my certainty and my security with my job and my life in London, to go in a very dangerous poor country. So actually what I took with me is something of, I enriched my heart, my soul and experiences, and I came back a new person. These are some experiences you can't learn through the TV or reading. You have to live it yourself. Therefore, if you feel you want to do it, just do it. Don't let anybody stop you, and don't find excuses, okay? So maybe you can share with me if you ever have done any experiences like that in your life, or if you would like to, what these experiences would be. So what is the main takeaway from this? If you feel something in your heart is missing, if you feel you need some sort of experience of this type or a different type, just do it. Don't wait until the time will come, or no, the time will never come until you make space for it. Now, remember, back at my job, people were asking me, oh, you're going to Dominican Republic, I wish I could do that too. And I said, what's stopping you from doing it? Just do it. And they never had an answer to that. We're like, nobody could answer that question. So I wasn't rich to the point I could afford to, obviously I had to keep my flat and my expenses in London so that I had a place when I came back. But what I did was a good serious saving in the months between January and the end of April, which was when we were about to leave. We left the 1st of May 2018. So cutting out unnecessary expenses like dining out and taxis and Prime membership or Netflix membership, things you can absolutely live without. That gave us the opportunity not only to live in the Dominican Republic for a month, yes, okay, it's cheaper there, absolutely, but we still had to keep up with our bills here in London, and also allow some time to come back and find another employment because we had leftover jobs. But that was absolutely fine. We made it with 3 months of saving money. We were absolutely able to have a decent month there to help other people. And I think in return, when you help others, you receive something back, whatever the form is. It could be, it could be money, it could be health, it could be a relationship, it could be job. There's no way. It's the law of karma. What goes around comes around. If you give something, you're gonna get something back, maybe in a different form, but you will get it back. And that's what happened. So what to say? Don't ever feel restricted by, oh, but I have a work, I have this. Yes, it's true, some situations can be hard, or for instance, when you have a family, I totally understand. But there are always ways to live your experiences that you need to live to enlarge and expand your consciousness, your experiences, your life. Then you have to do it. If the calling is strong in your heart, you just have to do it. Don't ignore it, because it's just going to lead to regrets at the end. Think about being old and thinking about all the things that you could have done differently. But now it's too late to change them. You can't do anything. How do you feel about that? It doesn't feel good. So what does it tell us? We have the time now, and we create the opportunity. First of all, by eliminating every limiting belief that we can't. I didn't think I could. Nobody has ever told me, yes, you can do that. But I wanted to remove all negative thinking and say, yes, I can. And when I'm back, I'll find even a better job than what I have now. And indeed, that's how it went. So here is my story. Let me know if you have any questions. I hope you enjoy the documentary as well. I put a big effort in it, and I really, and it really means a lot to me. So I hope you enjoy this video, and I'll see you in the next one.